Hey, good evening. I hope people are good. There we go. Okay, my sound's working. Although my alerts, I still can't hear my own alerts. So annoying. But hi! I hope everyone's good out there. I know I'm good. And alright, so hey, I've left it on. I took out the ponytail because I always keep my hair in a ponytail. And so everybody can see purple. I did do it. Purple hair. So now everything except for one thing that's going to go to Dwayne has been dealt with for the fundraiser. So hi, Lauren. All right, so you're here tonight. So we and Dee Dee can work on the non-metal metallic on the thing. Also, you have another pick. We're getting down there. We have, let's see, the bow was picked already. The rocks are picked on the base. I think, oh, and the skin. Those are the things I haven't got to yet. So that means the top of the cloak. And that will include, well, I mean, I would assume we're going to make that pin gold, but you could pick a color stone. Or there's the straps with the belt. Or there's a sword right here, there's a dagger right here, and there's the quiver. So that's what you have left to pick from. You want the top of the cloak. Alright, what? Now keep in mind we have a deep red on the inside, and we have this galaxy pattern. Why is my thing being difficult? What would you like to make it? And I don't know if there's anything I can really do to it, but what would you like me to do with it? The top of it. And we'll put the Afreet away for now. Let me go find my list. Because I have a list. An umber purple. Sure. I'm going to have to look up and see exactly what that looks like. Let's see. I'll do some research on that. Okay, and that means, yeah, that's close enough. I know what you mean. It's I think it's just OMBRE. So, alright, so as for this, so I've been keeping... See, look, there's like, that said, I can hear those alerts. Hi, Raiders! Oh my god, thank you so much for the Raid Aspire painting. First of all, I guess I'll do this to my few people on. It's early, I just came on. Oh, yes, okay, excellent, I can do it. Yes, that's working. Okay, the only thing that's working is I can't hear my sound alerts, but everyone else can, so that's all that really matters. I'm trying to find what I did with my stuff. I think it's in my... I had a painting party yesterday, so a lot of my stuff was put away. I started working on one of my subscriber rewards, which I'm gonna freehand a couple of... He's building a big Warhammer thingy, so he wants some freehanding. Alright, Crimson's not here right now, actually. This is for Crimson. So I started these. Actually, I think it goes like that. I don't know, I'm not sure. And he wants some freehand. He wants me to put a rose and a tower on there. I'm going into this because I need the white, my white paint, and I believe it's in here. So what were you working on, Aspire? Anything good? Of course it's something good. That's a stupid thing to say. I hope you had a great stream. And I'm link friendly, so if any of you, if you or any of your people that came in are mini painters or artists or whatever, and they have something they'd like to share, they can share. I'm trying to think of what else. Let's see. So, to those of you who don't know me, my name is Carol. I am a commissioned mini painter. I've been painting for over 20 years. I'm old. And I dyed my hair purple because I did a fundraiser for the Trevor project with the Fabulous Marines. And if we hit 500, I dyed my hair purple. So I finally paid up. You painted some sci-fi minis from the game. Oh, yeah. I know those quite well. Those are great minis, actually. That's what's paying a D&D Sailor Moon crossover mini. Oh, interesting. But yeah, I know Infinity. I actually I took one of the Infinity minis and made a Lashinta out of it for Starfinder. So they've got really good minis. So what I'm working on, and said if you have pictures, well, you probably don't have pictures of that, but if you get any pictures you want to share, I'm more than happy to share them. Hi, Mini Mommy. It is so lovely to see you. Feel free to chat. I don't bite, and or feel free to lurk, whatever you want. I've got fun channel point rewards, and if you like what I got here, give me a follow and come back and visit the Painted Hero Tavern again. I got all sorts of things going on. Now, what I'm working on right now is this Reaper Lost Prince. And what the deal is with them is that people, as they subscribe, pick an area and they tell me how to paint it. So hence why we've got tartans and birch bark and the green hair. I tell you what, it's been so much fun having people pick what to do on this. They've all gone for beautiful, hard techniques. Which I was going to say, I'm actually really happy. I'm going to be sad to give it away. So basically, when everything is filled, I give it away to one of the subscribers. Because they basically paid to have it done. And tonight, I'm going to finish this non-metal metallic gold spearhead that Lauren, who's in chat, requested. Alright, so I already painted. What did I start with? I probably don't have them out. I did put a lot of my paints away. Palomino gold is one of the colors. That's not one of the colors. This is one of the colors. And alright, so I use a lot of Reaper paints. I'm a Reaper affiliate, so I use their paints. I started with Ruddy Leather as the base coat, or the dark color brown. Then I wanted to go with a little bit more orangey color and maybe a little darker than like the gauntlets and his headband. So I used burnt orange under that. And then, I don't remember if that's where I left off. It was a while ago when I did this. I do have this Palomino gold, which is what I was actually doing the gauntlets and stuff. So I think I'm going to use that next. I don't remember. I don't think I used this on there. It was a while ago when I did it. I basically wait for the person who does the request to pop on so that I can show them what I'm doing. It's also like getting a $5 painting lesson. But it's not private because all you watching. So, how is everybody tonight? It's Monday. Or I should say, it's the end of Monday. The only people who are probably still working are out on the West Coast. I do suspect that maybe I used this color already. So I'm just doing this slightly, this yellower, a little bit brighter than the burnt orange. We're in the middle of it. Oh, severe fun. That's fun. Severe thunderstorm and flash flood warning. That's always fun. Oh, but I mean, the weather here is quite nice. It's better than the 100-degree temperatures we had last week. I don't even need my AC going this week. This one's not going to be the big difference anyways in terms of the yellow. It'll be the next step. Oh, I should do the back, huh? Yeah, I probably should do the back. Alright. Easy peasy, right? My hair is gonna drive me crazy. I vowed I'd leave it down because I did this because we made enough on it and I want people to see that I'm good on my debts. So next thing I'm gonna take is this non-metal metallic gold highlight that Reaper makes. Which is a nice bright, actually I really like this just as a yellow. It's a good bright light yellow. Well, I hope I don't lose you, Lauren. I'd say tell me if I lost you, but I don't think that would work too well unless you get your phone. All right, so now I'm gonna try to focus on a lot of these higher areas. I'm glad you're still here. Believe me, I'm glad you're still here. I just hope you get through all the storms, though. Because that's no fun. I guess it depends. Some people really like storms. I just have issues with sudden loud sounds, so sudden loud thunder. So I'm only going to try to hit the tops. Sudden loud thunder is not really fun for me. So I'm here to chat about whatever. It's nice being 61 instead of 90. Yeah, exactly. The weird thing is, of course it's not great because we're starting to see the effects of a drought in our area. My lawn is brown, other than the crabgrass. Unfortunately, I live in Massachusetts, just for reference for people. Yeah, my lawn is brown. We're suffering from some areas of my state have got a severe drought. And, not us up here, I don't think. We're not quite to that phase yet, but it's not great. So I was hoping we'd get some rain when the heat wave broke, but we didn't. I don't think we got squat here, or we didn't get much. So I would have absolutely dealt with thunderstorms for that reason, just to get some rain. It has been kind of a strange summer. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time we had a, cold front go through with, a rainy day. Colorado's been a drought for the last 20-odd years. Yeah, I know out west it's, bad. I mean, we may be seeing a return to the Dust Bowl at some point. I mean, I'm hoping not, but I've actually seen, so I have a weather app where I can see warnings all over the country, not just in, the Boston area. And I saw they had dust warnings out west. I'm like, wow, that's not great. Okay, so I added the lighter yellow on these highlighted areas. And that means the last part comes for the flash and the flare. as soon as I figure out how I'm gonna do it, is the white highlights. And whenever you're doing something non-metal metallic, because it's metal, unless there's some reason why it's not, I mean, I guess, you know, technically you've got painted metals, which, okay, you wouldn't necessarily highlight. They could be matte. Think of Games Workshop or BattleTech, you don't tend to do flashy white highlights on those. If you think about painted, doesn't necessarily reflect light quite as much as a shiny surface, mirror-like surface, like gold or silver or copper. But this being gold, metal metallic, non-metal metallic, we'll put a little bit of white on to give it a flare, to give it some pop, to make it look shiny. I'm going to just do little areas because if you think about it, it doesn't cover the whole thing. Not often, sometimes I guess it can, but most of the time what the white highlights are small little areas. Let me see. I think I'll put one here. I want it on the same plane. I'm debating whether I want one on the side because I'm kind of, well, I guess I'm kind of doing my light from the top. So yeah, we can put one on the side here. And then I want to put a little on the top of these. Instead of dabbing, it doesn't have to be totally, if it's going to say white highlights on non-metal metallic things are actually tricky to do because I feel like there's that happy, stop talking, telling Pretzel Rock stop talking. But the hard, one of the things I always thought was challenging was having my highlights so they're not too stark, that they look like they're painted on, but not having them too blended, so they don't look like, you know, so it's not just blended in. Then it won't look like a highlight either. Now I'm going to add a little highlight in here. And I think I'll add one right here. Hydrate! Oh, is it I think my sound alerts are working for all of you, but it's still not working for me. I'm really kind of annoyed. It's if people go channel points, I can't talk. If people blow channel points, then I want to hear it too. And dance along or whatever, or if it's cheers, I do usually give a cheers back. Definitely want to put one there. And maybe a little one there. Draw that down a little bit because I feel like the bump comes up to about there. So put a dot on here. And then kind of draw a line down here and try to, yeah, wash my brush. Ah, there he is. There's the crimson. There he is with the take a shot from the shot glass. All right, hang on. I'm going to do this first. Now on that, I feel like these are a little stark, so I'm going to try to go over with a little bit of that yellow highlight. Blend it in just a hair, but not too much. Flip it to the back. Alright, I can get that shot. You were making dinner. Okay, shot glass. It's back there because we had to wash it. Alright, so here's, of course, it being a pirate tavern, we have a pirate bikini shot glass that Crimson's wife brought me as a gift, and Kraken rum. They should sponsor me. What do you think? Yo ho ho and a bottle of Kraken. Also, I'm a total lightweight. Oh, I like rum though. But I'm a total lightweight, so I can never actually drink it without coughing. Because I never usually drink outside the stream. So I found my limits on the stream of how much I can have. Alright, so to the hopefully the beginning of another great week. And to all of you who came visit to Aspire. Oh my god, I'm gonna forget the name. It's Aspire Minis, right? Aspire Painting. Oh god, how could I call it that? So, to Aspire Painting for rating me, that was terrific. Alright, and nope. How are you, Crimson? Now we're going to try to paint straight line. No, that was only one shot. One shot doesn't do much to me. We found out that my limit is 3. 4 kind of is right out. Alright, so I'm looking at the side where I put the white, and I want to make sure I get it in the same spot. I hear a plane. The plane! The plane! Where am I gonna put that? I put one up here. I'll put one there. And I'll put one there. And then of course, oh, I need one here. And a little bit here. And then a splotch here. And a splotch here. And then I'm going to look at it and see if I want to fix anything. I think I want to go over... go over this. And do a little blending here. So that was too much. There's more than I wanted to do. So good, looking over the the Marvel Crisis Protocol minis that you picked up at that sale. So Crimson basically bought a metric ton of Marvel minis at a used game sale or auction at a local game store. Okay, I just want to go a little bit here. Oh yeah, that's better. Trying to see where else I have here. Yeah, no, it was a really good price for what you got. I believe you posted it on the Discord how much you paid for what you got, and it was pretty good. Need a little more white. Of course, if anybody out there has any questions, comments, wants to discuss anything about D&D, Pathfinder, any other gaming stuff, although I don't know all gaming systems, I like to talk about anything nerdy. Now I feel like I took too much of that white away. I think one other thing I was gonna do is thinking of going back to my really leather, which I use. I like because it's a warm brown, so. I was slightly less annoyed with the previous owner's assembly. Oh yeah, because you're saying it wasn't great. Yeah, I have a person that I do commissions for who is. They're about in this. You're about in the same boat as the way he assembles his stuff, and he always gives it to me assembled, and I'm like, oh come on, you gotta do like there are hands that aren't attached, and I get him, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna paint him. That's what he's paying me to do. I'm not gonna wreck him apart, pull him apart, and start over. I want to darken this up in here. Just wanted to darken that little shadow in there a little more. And I'm gonna lighten a little bit down here. A little bit down here. All right. Alright, Lauren. Oh, they definitely were. They're definitely salvageable from what I could see in the picture. Alright, what do you think, by the way? Actually, I'm looking on screen to see if there's anything I want to do a little more on. I tend to get picky about this stuff. Maybe give it a little direction. You like it? What's that? Who knows? Maybe you'll win it. I am not picky on who wins. I root for all of you. Trying to make these look the same or closer. No, for 15% of the MSRP, you can't complain. I'm going to do a little something extra here. I'm going to do this little brooch. I know no one's claimed it. Oh, well. Oh, Laura. Since you claimed the top of the cloak, which I'm not going to do. I mean, I'm going to paint this gold. Another more non-metallic gold. But is there a certain gem? Right now I've got emeralds in the head, in the headband, and the arms. Is there a different gem, or do you want me to stick with emeralds? I could definitely do something different. Given the cape itself that's clasping, I say sapphire or aquamarine. Ooh. So blue. Like a deep blue, that would be pretty. Because I realized there's like, do I want emeralds in everything? Because you've got, there's an emerald, or sorry, there's a gem in there, and there's a gem in there. I don't think there's one, nah, that's not a gem. That actually looks like a little plant thing. I will do the bow at some point. That's gonna be, it's gonna be adamantine. It's gonna be purple. So basically I'm doing the same thing, except for I left off the burnt orange. This is gonna more match the other pieces I have on there. So this is Palomino gold, non-metal metallic, gold, highlight, and white, which I'm up to. I'm going to do a fuchsia white right there. And I'm going to do one, I'm going to try to get it on the opposite side. So sapphire and sapphire. What do I have for blue paints out here? I got like tons of like deep blue. Well, it could. I mean, or it could just match the rest of it because it's all, because I got emeralds in the other thing, but that's just fine. That is, no, that's not the color. I've got plenty of blues and stuff on the table. It's just whether or not I think it's the right blue. So, alright, so Sky Shadow is a dark blue. I'm going to start with a dark, 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 dark blue. Now, there's not a lot of space here. I mean, I managed to get a couple little highlights in. So I always take some paint and then I wipe a little off to get out some of the moisture. And I'm just going to kind of dot it on there. Didn't even think of that. You're right. I do have Reaper Clear Blue, but I think I know that actually probably would have been a really good color. But I think this is okay too. Let's see. Pokey tool. I use my paints and they do get clogged. Oop. What I may do is I might actually take some white and add to the blue too for the next step. I didn't even think of that. This is a really good color for emerald blue actually. Wait a sec, I fell in love with the clears. I need to go to Triads. They only have, I want to say they only have got one other clear Triad, which I believe is, I know it's orange, green, and I don't remember what the third color is. But there is a third one. I mean, there is a second Triad. But I think there's only the two Triads. And a lot of the neat things about the clears is that they're meant to mix into other colors. Like I'm going to do now and make a lighter blue. Oh, a lot of people love them. Okay, so I want to get a little liquid out and then I want to go in. There, that's gone a little lighter. It's always neat when it's wet. I started getting some nightshades and mixing when I was working on that. That Ranger came out really good, by the way. I wasn't joking when I said it came out good. That came out really good. I think if anybody wants to share stuff via social media, I do a show and tell, like stuff that shows up on my Discord and any social media links that appear that day. But I think originally I was gonna do it Wednesdays and Saturdays, but I don't get a lot of stuff. So I might just keep it to once a week. So now I'm gonna put some highlight, like the shine. So I'm gonna put a dot there and I'm gonna put one there. Kind of drag that a little bit. Gems tend to have about, like the rounded gemstones have like 2 highlights on it. These are really small gems, so I can't do a lot. Alright, Laura, what do you think? Here, I want to actually put it the way so you can actually see it. Oh, it's so small. Damn, it's too small. It's a little teeny tiny thing right there. Well, let me see. Let's try doing it to the camera actually have like the... Let's see. It's a little dark though. Let's see, come on. Alright, I'm waiting for my Twitch to catch up with me. No, come on, focus on it. It's not gonna focus on it, you stinker. Well, I will get pictures and post them on my social media. Of course, I don't have full screen up, so we'll work on the ombre coke. The coke? Jesus Christ. Ombre cloak later. The other thing I'm working on is I'm working on something for a challenge. So we have I have it in the announcement in my chat on my bot, one of my timers, is that you're all welcome to do this. This is not just, a specific group of people. But we have something called the Theraval and Friends Challenge. This is the 3rd year of it. And this year we're doing genies. Basically, we spent a bit of time on Twitter picking a mini, or in this case, picking a type because of supply chain issues. Usually it's a Reaper mini. I am doing a Reaper mini, actually. But we end up picking genies. So it can be any genie. It doesn't have to be Reaper. It can be anything from any mini company line. Just paint it up. Get yourself one, paint it up, and put it on Twitter under hashtag Theraval and Friends 3. Or you can always send it to me. I mean, all my socials are there. You can DM me pictures. Okay, I better specify of the challenge pieces or minis. I'll take minis. Or I have a Discord you can join, and I have a channel on that you can enter them in. So I started her the other day. I started her, I think, on last Wednesday, where I base coated her skin, and I did her eyes. And then Saturday, I did this shading. I called it shade blending. So now I want to start highlighting. Going lighter. I want to keep her skin fairly dark, I think, because I do want to put I want to do some freehand tattoos of like fire on there. So she's got fiery eyes, and she's gonna have fiery hair, and I'm gonna make her plate, or rather her scale mail. That's gonna be all non-metal metallic, and I'm going to probably do it. I'm thinking of doing it like more fire. I heard you like fire, so I have some fire for your fire. But basically, maybe go from. I know technically you go from yellow to red, and maybe I could do that because the base of the fire is always yellow and red is the ends. A lot of times people get that screwed up, and that's okay. I understand it. So I have plans for this mini. Alright, so I was gonna try a little. So I just got Reaper Bones 5.5. Oh Lord, don't remember. Did I show you what I got in Reaper Bones 5.5? I did not put a picture of that on my Discord. So, but one of the things I got in it was this oxide red paint. I got all the new paint colors. So this is going to be a slightly lighter paint. If I can get open. I got a, whoop. Maybe someday I'll learn to actually hold these things high enough in my camera. So that's the oxide red. That's one of the brand new paint colors that came out was Reaper Bones 5. So I got the greatest mini ever. But it's also really terrible. I got the disapproving hand, which is, yep, it is. It's an extended middle finger. So I'm gonna paint it. I'm probably gonna paint it like a Scanlan hand from Critical Role. It's gonna be magenta. It's gonna be like my hair. His hand's it's a purpley magenta. I think that actually is like my hair. So I'm going to take some of that paint, put it on my, I have a wet palette. So I got a Game Envy wet palette and I really like it. I'm going to see, where is my junky brush? I want to add some water to it. There it is. But I don't want to mix paints with my good brushes because it'll ruin them. So I use a junky brush to mix paint or add water and mix it in. We do want this paint to be a little thinner so that it will flow. We want the paint to flow. And then I want my number 1. We'll see if I can deal with my hair. I may be pulling it back. Or getting my geek glasses, which are my optivisors. Maybe it'll hold it better. So now, if I don't get this totally blended in, that's okay, because we can go back and we can blend it too a little later. But I am wetting my brush more. These are big surfaces. Normally I like to keep my minis on a holder when I do the streams, but she doesn't stay on. The other thing too is, we'll see how this dries. Most paints dry darker than you would expect, than that goes on. See if we can work a little out. That's kind of a recess there where butt comes in. And I have the light going from over here, from her left. This is a nice color. Actually, it goes pretty well with this. So let's draw that out. I'm just taking more water and blending it in. I'm gonna work that away a little bit. Because the paint is fairly wet, it should stay wet for a bit for me to be able to go back and knock it out of areas and things. One thing I do enjoy, I like things that are highly textured. Skin is not my favorite thing to paint, but it's also not my, I don't know. I don't really have a least favorite thing to paint. I guess you could say, like everyone else, probably eyes. But even then, I figured out a way to do eyes, so it's not too traumatic. Like I said, anything that might end up too bright or too stark, I'm just gonna go get the previous color and blend it in, but it's actually going pretty good. So is anybody working on anything? One thing I always do like to encourage while I paint is if people, like I'm pretty sure Mini Mommy's working on something. Usually she's always doing it, and Crimson does too. I encourage people that, obviously I love chat. I took up this streaming for two reasons. One, because I really like chatting with people while I paint, and two, because I get to paint my own stuff rather than just my commission work. She's kind of got claws in there, though. So let me know if you're working on something, I said, and don't be afraid to share. That actually... That's not bad. That blended in pretty good. And it's a pretty nice color. Let's see. Yeah, so you're basically, yeah. So Crimson's working on those Marvel Crisis minis, protocol minis. They're picked up for a steal, but they need work. Yeah, it's funny. I am surprised that people do seem to have so much trouble building, assembling stuff. This is going to be fairly shady over here. I may re-hit some of this back with the other color. I'm gonna go do that. That said, Mini Mommy usually does stuff more during my stream too. Let's see, what the hell did I do? Dragon Red. So if Dragon Red was my base coat. Actually, originally it was supposed to be Deep Red, but I didn't like it as much. So I'm gonna take some of this after I unclog the bottle. You know what? Still better than having open pots where the paint goes bad quickly. It's very easy to unclog these. Add a little water to this too. Make sure I get the right color here. Thank you all for staying, by the way. A bunch of you stayed, so I'm really happy to have your company. Alright, so I'm going back in with this darker color. And I'm kind of... Because this side I want to be more in shadow. Then I can kind of blend the two colors in. There's the feet. Then onto the hands. And the fingers. And the arms. Underneath is all shadowed, so I don't want to go up in there. In fact, I did the dark color under there. Bring this down. Oh yeah, I was gonna do Valvera. Check it out. It's because I paid on my debt. So I'm showing everybody, because normally it's pulled back and then nobody could see it. I dyed it purple because the my Trevor Project part of the fundraiser got $500. So I said, if we get to 500, I'll dye my hair purple. So there you go. It's down so people can actually see that I make good on my promises. How are you tonight? So since you just popped in, I used the color I'm highlighting, or not highlighting, but that I'm painting on this now. The lighter one is this new oxide red that I just got. And it's really nice. Actually really works well with this. And I'm going back in and bringing back a little of the dark in some of the spots. The only thing is I'm debating whether or not I want it down because it's kind of, there's a lot of it. Thanks to my awesome parents, especially my mother, I have tons of hair. God, she's got so much skin. So what are you working on tonight? Anything? Or just hanging out? Or what? And did you have a good Monday? I had a reasonable Monday. Destiny 2? Oh, that might be you. It is not red. Although red definitely would work for me. It is purple. The only, sometimes it looks kind of magenta. But I'd say it's purple. It's a magenta-y purple, which is actually okay with me too because I really like magenta. Although, I can't remember. It's this side, I think. It actually has a little bit of the bleached areas showing through where it didn't get hit by as much of the purple. And, but I like it because, you know, everyone knows yellow is the opposite color of purple, so it matches. So I'm like, yeah, I'll leave it. I like it. It looks cool. The annoying thing is I was all excited to go out tomorrow and show. Oh, big file. All right, hang on. I'm going to go take a look. I said, I'm not doing like a proper show and tell tonight because I just don't get enough on the Discord. But let me go grab that. Once I'm done futzing with the shoulder. I have tons of hair. Okay. Remove my stuff out of the way. I'm gonna open new window. Oh, I see why it's too. It's really. Oh, it is too big for Discord. All right. So. Oh, it's done. Oh, excellent. Okay, let me go here. Nope. I'm just checking something. Nope, I cannot. Still can't figure out why my alerts. Not my alerts, but my. Here we go. Oh, is there no way to start at the beginning? Let's reboot it. Alright, so this is a video. And I'm gonna have like this. She's cool. So it says my version of Beautiful Sculptor Katana from Halo, and that's Hell Creator. Printed in clear blue resin and painted multiple thin coats of more clear blues. Fairy LEDs were run up through the parts and drilled into the base to create the effects. The hand was sculpted from an Iron Man hand and printed in PLA. The paints are a mixture of Reaper Badger miniatures and Monument Hobbies. That is cool. That is really cool. God, it's a lot of work to put all those lights in there. That's friggin' neat. And it has sound. Oh, even better. I don't know if I can, probably can't make it work. But that's really friggin' cool. I can't stop watching it. What does it play, by the way? I love the lights. Song from Halo, okay. So this thing is all from Halo. That's so cool. Alright. I ordered a better turntable. Yeah. Wait. That's not your actual... That's right. The hand is an actual... That's part of it, isn't it? The hand underneath. Because I remember you doing that. The hand looks frickin' real. I mean, that looks like an actual glove. And, if I didn't remember that you had actually painted it, I would have continued to sit here and think that was an actual glove. But that is so cool. The hand is amazing. It does. It looks like a real glove. Alright, back to what the hell I'm doing here. Highlighting, working on my skin. Or her skin. So as I said, the red skin so far was this dragon red, which is 09401, and then new from Bones 55, the oxide red. Now the tricky part would be to find this. The brown is actually, it's a Viejo Model Air. What the hell's the name? Where's the name? Oh, it's mahogany. That's what it is. But I always liked this paint because it was sort of sepia toned. And I mixed a little black with it too, to just make it even darker. So I could get that really good shading in there. So that's how I got the shadows. I call it shade blending. Because I was blending into my shades here. Alright, so I want some things smaller. I really like the red oxide though. It's a nice color. I'm definitely going to go redder and a bit lighter too. She's going to get more highlighty. Obviously, as for her news, needs some highlights. Her upper lip. Her cheeks need to be done. Around her lips and her chin. The other cheek. People are always welcome to steal for me in terms of ideas and colors and things. I just want to put them out there to inspire people to try it and do it. Let's see. What is that? Res, I mixed it with the brown for the scratches on the hand. What are you talking about? The piece you just showed? Oh, you mixed resin with the brown for the scratches on the hand? Makes sense. Alright, now I want to go, what was it? I'm going to do Phoenix Red. Now we're getting into more into highlights. Oh, red oxide and brown oxide. So you have the paints too, huh? Well, I mean, that's not surprising. You really love Reaper too. I'm gonna try this. I do definitely want a bit of red in this character, so. Now we're more into highlights. Ooh, I actually like that. That's... Keep it thin so it's picking up a bit of the color underneath. It's kind of lightly dragging my brush. Pulling the paint in. Using my finger to mop up a little bit. I was a little on the fence on this color, but I like it. It's not going to be used all over. This is set more towards the highlighting color. I did have water to it, so it should be picking up a bit of what's underneath there. Just a little bit there. Funny thing is, I don't tend to work a lot in like interesting skin tones. Pete! It's a Pete the Hydrator is up way past where he should be. Let me guess, you can't sleep again, and I'm so sorry. But Pete, I'm always happy to see you, even if you're probably not so happy to see me. See, look, I did my hair. The debt has been fulfilled. I colored my hair purple. It may look different on your screen, but it's magenta-y purple. It was supposed to be like lavender. I think part of it is because I had to bleach my hair to get it to work. We tried some stuff that supposedly was supposed to dye dark hair. Well, yeah, of course it looks strange because I've never dyed my hair before, right? Pretty much, though, most people have said it looks good. My husband likes it. I have had more likes on my Facebook page than for any other post I think I've ever made. No, it's not. Especially since I didn't even do I didn't do the top. I was like, I'm gonna do a thing where you start a little bit away, not right on the scalp. I didn't dye the whole thing, so no. And I got so much of it, it's not gonna all fall out. If a little bit of my hair fell out, that'd be great. What the hell is that? I keep hearing this every so often when I'm up here streaming. I hear a thud downstairs. And I wonder what the hell my husband's up to that's doing it. He is up, so. I'm working on the ear strip. That's why I'm still up. I'm gonna go to bed. Wait, you've been up all night working on that? That's. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna say that's awesome or bad. But you're an adult, I think. I mean, I'm not 100% sure I'm really an adult. Don't forget, post more pics of the airstrip. I know I want to see your progress. You get 12. Why? What are you doing? What's in 12 days? Is it for, is it, I forget, is it actually for something? And that's just me forgetting. If you mentioned it. I'm getting old and senile. We're gonna blend that in. Actually getting warm. MIG paint thing is fine. Oh. Oh. Cool beans. I feel like it's getting like warm in my room. Yeah, I'm old enough. It's a hot flash. This wasn't very blended. So now I'm blending it in. Ooh, I don't have, let's see, my deadline's now. I'm trying to do the Reaper. Alright, good night. Have fun working on the airstrip. And as I said, post more pictures. I'd love to see how it's coming out. Obviously, when you're awake. I just want to put, even in like some of the spots where I don't want it highlighted, I feel like that's too much. I still want a little bit of this more redder color because she's supposed to be fiery. Good night, Pete, and hopefully I'll see you Saturday if I don't see you on Wednesday. I think of what to say right now. Like I said, right now, basically, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm highlighting with this. What the hell color is Phoenix Red? I think is what it is. Right. Phoenix Red. All the colors of Reaper, I refer them by name if anybody wants to know which ones they actually are. Let me know. Like, but the SKU numbers. I am a Reaper affiliate, so I have a link. Basically, it just means that they keep track of how many people I send their way. And that's what I'll, ooh, you know, I should have done some of the black leg here. Yep, that's good. There needs to still be some variation in there. Put a little bit of this bright red just in that little spot. Finish that, and let me get to the face. I actually really like doing faces, and I know I said eyes are like the most dreaded thing, but honestly, I like doing eyes. There's a fiery face. I said, I know I gotta do her lip. I gotta figure out what color I'm doing her lips. I gotta do those teeth. The teeth are just gonna be teeth. Come to think of it, the shadow on this side should be smaller because the light's coming this way. There's a piece in here that the light's coming through. Well, it looks like it needs it. Is I didn't get her hands. These would definitely be in the light. That's her thumb. It's 8:30. Got a half hour. Half hour to go, and then I pick someone to raid. Let's see. All right, so I think, I mean, that's pretty good for the skin. Now, what I should do is have a few little highlights on here. Where is... Now I'm thinking I want to do some yellowish highlights. These are going to be just really small areas of where the light is hitting the skin the most. But I want it to look yellow. Like, for example, her nose. I don't know, maybe that's not going to be light enough. didn't like that one. Try the other color. I'm just very lightly hitting this. Yeah, that makes me happy. I like this. That's why I kind of like say, experiment, try things that you don't normally do. With me, it's definitely, I don't normally work on, strange, or I want to say strange, well, strange, or different than, I get a lot of Caucasian. But I don't work on like weird colors like blues and reds and things like that. I've done other like actual ethnic skin tones. But I don't tend to work on hiker red. It's meant to be mostly it's meant to mostly be red, but the yellow is just an ever so hint of highlight here and there. And actually I'm using two yellows. I'm using that Palomino gold that I used earlier on the non-metal metallic gold, and I'm using the non-metal metallic highlight as like the highlight. It's a little bit right here. I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to go back over it. So whenever I say, I find things on minis that inspire me to keep going until I finish. This would exactly be the sort of thing that inspires me to finish. Something like I look at that face and I'm really happy with that face. Find stuff like that that can help push you to finish your work. I understand sometimes it can be, well, I guess we as humans sometimes, it can be a problem. We have a hard time finishing things. You know how I know when I'm done? I know when I'm done. I'm going to blend that in. I know when I'm done when everything's painted. That's literally how I know I'm finished. comes the tricky, icky parts. The face is easy. There's a lot of things that are shadow. Would I have highlights there? Like almost afraid to put it on. Taking a lot of paint off, I'm keeping the brush wet. A little too wet. Why that's so wet? I didn't add any water to this. Why are you so wet? I'm gonna wipe it off on my paper towel instead of the wet palette. If I don't like it, I'm just going to go over it. Which I'm probably going to do. I'm going to go with the previous color. Just to blend it in more. Now let's add a little. That's better. That's more blended in. Blending is a very important part of mini painting. You want your stuff to look not brush strokey. Trying to get a bit more of this leg, a bit more red. Alright, so knees are like kind of an obvious choice. Was too much water. Everyone's so quiet tonight. I guess it's Monday. At least I hope people are out there listening. That I don't feel like an idiot talking to myself. I hope most of you seriously are actually working on stuff. Gonna do a little back and forth here on the knee. Still seeing like ways I could probably improve this. I almost feel weird doing this side, but this side's gonna stay dark, and that's why I feel weird doing this side. I've got to force myself to not over highlight her right hand side because of the way I'm having the light come in. This right here would be a good target for this. This is a little bump. The ankle bone. I think I'm gonna do the same thing actually. I'm just gonna go over that with the color. And I'm gonna go back over it with the other color. It just sort of, I like the way it looks. It adds pop to that red that I'm putting there. That's it. I should do yellow claws. Fiery toes! And actually, I think I kind of like the way it's coming out the way it is, and I don't think I necessarily need to add any... I could... No, let me think about it. I don't think I need to add the red. Except for maybe around it. But not to try not to cover it. Like in here. I'm just looking now and seeing where I think the light should be hitting. I'm going back over some of those spots. On the side of her foot. Now on the other side, can't have too much and maybe not go as light. I do want to add a little bit onto this knee. And then maybe a little bit on her toes. That's pretty good, actually. That's not bad like that. That's not too... I want to make... I'm glad I did a little highlight there, but it's not too strong, so... That's too strong. I said if it's too strong, I'll just go over it with that red color. And blend that sucker in. Rinse and repeat. I need to fill a little bit more in with that orange, or the side, that yellow gold. Oh my god, it's 9 o'clock. It's time I have to go. Well, I want to thank all of you. Although, you know, I'm going to fix this first. I'm not really digging this need so much. So I'm going to go over it. I'll try a little something before I go. So if you want to tune in later, I think Gareth Hreidmar is going to be streaming at 10:30 Eastern Time. He's another one that's fun to watch. Usually on Wednesday nights, I go and raid him. There we go. That's better, I think. I mean, the knee should friggin' be highlighted. So if you want, it's Gareth_Hreidmar. I could just do a shadow. Oh, I'm actually quite warm. I have to go because actually I'm going to do a little thing with the Mini Arcanist. I hope I did that right. Yes, okay, so I will just remind people at 10:30 Eastern Time, he comes on, that's his channel. He's the person I raid in on Wednesday nights. We do a mini double feature. Let's see, so here she is. She's getting done. We worked on her tonight. I did highlighting on the skin tone. I'm pretty happy with it, especially her face. I'm really digging her face. She will need more highlighting to come on some of the parts. I didn't do her arms and her hands, but that's pretty good so far. And then the other thing I worked on was I finished the spearhead on this, which is non-metal metallic gold. I will probably look at it and go, I'll fix this, this, and this, and this. Which is how I usually go, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks good. And the person that requested it is happy with it. So that's what I did tonight. If you liked what you heard, give me a follow and then come back and visit sometime. And don't ever be afraid to chat here. Everyone's welcome. I have a Discord, which pops up on here. If you want to go post your work in there, I do a show and tell on Saturdays. I was doing on Wednesdays too, but I don't get enough stuff, so I'm just going to do a weekly one. And I will be back on Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's a mini double feature night where we raid into Gareth Hreidmar. And then I'm also back on Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and early in the afternoon or morning if you're a West Coaster, or even Central Coaster. Central Coaster? That doesn't work. Oh, and I'm warm. So maybe I'll see you then. Otherwise, oh, and of course, my links are always open. If you are a mini painter and you want to share, please do. So, alright, let's see. Who am I raiding? There's Wicked Mini Painting. There's Dr. Rhino. Oh, I haven't gone to Dr. Rhino in a while. Maybe I'll go to Dr. Rhino. Let's hope I do it right, because I did it wrong one week and I sent everybody to a dead channel. Actually, let me check one thing before I do that. Last time I raided and the guy disappeared. Let's see. Oh, he's 2 hours in. Everybody's 2 hours in. Wow, everybody's like 2 hours in. Fine, we're going to Dr. Rhino. Alright, so. Oh wait, it's Dr. Rhino, one word, underscore. Jeez. That's why I think I got screwed up last time. See how many of you actually hit the button. Yay! Okay, great. Wow, how do I have 11 viewers in there and 9? Whatever. All right. I hope you all have a great night. Hopefully I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, as I always love to wish you all happy painting.
I put into converting them and the capes and the colors and the basing and everything. Muse's Touch, welcome in, friends. I was just telling folks why I'm selling the Custodes Army. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Hey, yeah. We gotta make sure we get a shout out for